Hey guys, back with another video. It's been a while. Um, as you can see, I'm just recording on my phone today, but I just wanted to run you guys through on my current situation, and just the supplements that I take and my diet, um, and how I maintain my body weight and increase my strength and all that sort of stuff. But there was I used to post like daily deadlift content um, a while ago, but things sort of changed. I sort of adapted and I sort of changed my training routine and all that sort of stuff, and I started deadlifting less. Um, when I when I was squatting, I think it was about a month ago. Um, I squatted. I was squatting heavy. I was doing a 160 squat, and a muscle imbalance got exposed um, really badly. It didn't cause any major injuries or anything, I but there was a massive imbalance in my left leg, and my right leg was a lot stronger, and that was causing problems when I was lifting. I was especially when I was squatting, I was leaning onto one side all the time, and it wasn't a hamstring or glute. It wasn't a hamstring or quad issue. It was a glute issue. My left glute is weaker than my right glute. Um, so I sort of adapted and I sort of changed the way I trained, and I started doing more hypertrophy and one-legged sort of movements. Um, and ever since, and I've been massaging it a lot. I haven't lost any strength at all. I went and deadlifted, um, not yesterday, the day before, and I moved the weight that I usually lift easier than I have before because I might have been I might be strong, right? I did what was it? I did a two over 230 kilo deadlift at what is it 74 kilos body weight, which is it is elite. It's definitely passing elite level, but it's not to the point where it's you could say it's world class, but it's at the bare minimum at the moment. Um, but I sort of changed the way I trained, and I've noticed like just results beyond that too. Like I've been training my back, like I've been doing pull ups, weighted pull ups, even been adding a lot of muscle ups here and there. And I've just been seeing a lot of strength results through that as well. So I don't necessarily have to deadlift to be a good deadlifter. The main difference that I found when I stopped deadlifting though was not necessarily my strength going down, which it never did. It was the positioning felt very off, feels very off now. Like it just doesn't feel natural like it did. Um, Back when I was deadlifting twice a week, um, getting in that deadlift position, it felt natural. It felt normal. Ever since I copped that muscle imbalance, um, it I developed a little bit of a stiffness in my glutes specifically, and getting into that position feels a little bit off. I can still do it. I'm still strong enough to easily pull the weight that I used to pull, but it just feels different getting in that positioning. Um, Obviously, it's going to take. Obviously, I'm getting back into deadlifts again very soon, and squats. I feel like I'm gonna primarily focus on squats over bench press because my squat is easily my worst lift. My deadlift is pretty damn good. My bench press is improved a lot too. Like I'm doing 100 kilos for reps at my body weight, which I'm very happy with. But my squat needs work, and I feel like if I work on my squat, my deadlift will go up too. But yeah, the reason why I stopped posting deadlift content, muscle imbalance. I was very disappointed when it happened, but for the long run, it was best for that to happen because if I kept going, I could have got injured real bad, like really badly injured, and that wouldn't have been good for me. No, not one bit. But just to let you guys know, no strength has been lost. If anything, I've gained strength just from all the conditioning I've been doing with my lower body and my back. Just fucking sorry about the language. Just crazy strength gains. One-legged Bulgarian split squats, weighted pull-ups. It all helps, man. It all helps. Now my diet. What do I do with my diet? So my diet is very um, it's very my. It, this is controversial for a lot of people because it doesn't really work for a lot of people. But my diet is very my energy is very fats based, not necessarily carbohydrates. Many people don't really cannot really handle that. Yeah, so like my energy, I'd say is like 10% carbs, 90% fats, which is pretty crazy to think about, but it works for me, and and that's what keeps me lean, and being able to lift a lot of weight. Um, Red meats, some potato here and there, not a lot, but some potato. Avocado, like just those fat based foods. But my diet is I eat a lot of red meat, like steak, pork, mince, all that sort of stuff. Like burgers, I love burgers, bro. It's so good. I'll obviously take my creatine, so my creatine monohydrate. I'm guilty of this. I do not even measure it. I just open it up and I just put it in my mouth, man. I swear to God, I don't even measure it. I don't even get a teaspoon. I just open my mouth and put in half a mouthful of creatine straight in my mouth. I take a shitload of vitamin C. I take so much vitamin C, man. It's not even joke. I'm not even kidding. I swear, like 1,000 mg a day or some bullshit. Like I take a lot, man. Vitamin B, man. I take vitamin B really, really helps me. Like if I'm not on vitamin B, I'm always low energy and that sort of stuff. B12, iron. Take plenty of iron. Magnesium, zinc. What else have we got? Obviously, I'm natural. Like, I mean, I can't be this small and be enhanced, right? Like, come on, guys. Seriously? um, Protein powder. Yeah, I take protein powder, but only as a last resort. Like, if I feel like I'm going to bed and I haven't had that protein, enough protein, if I feel deep down inside that I haven't had enough protein and I'm still slightly hungry, I'll have a protein shake. I might have two protein shakes. Depends how I feel. But yeah, it's just to top it off. That's all I use protein shakes for. You should be getting your correct, you should be getting real foods in. You shouldn't be having a protein shake just after a workout. You should be eating proper protein foods first and then have your protein shake just before you go to bed. BCAs, they're a waste of time. BCAs are the downgraded version of creatine. There's no need for it. It's basically BCAs are basically protein. I don't know the scientific terms for them, but you can take them if you want. But yeah, for heavy weights, I take calcium. Just strengthens your bones and all that sort of stuff. Did I mention iron? Yeah, iron's good. Sometimes I feel like I'm low in iron because I don't know why. A lot of the times I feel like I'm really tired. Um, and I feel like that might be a lack of iron. But at the same time, like I said, I eat a lot of red meats. So like irons in steak. I eat heaps of steak, man. So maybe I don't lack iron. I don't know. I take me Monster. Don't forget your Monster, man. I have to admit I'm a bit addicted right now. It's bad. One a day, but it's an addiction, bro. It's a good addiction, right? It's good. Don't don't say it's not because I'll get pissed. All right. I need my Monster. I need my Monster, bro. Monster, Red Bull, Rockstar, bro. All good. All good stuff, man. What else? Just I'll be back in a sec. I just want to see real quick. Mm. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. So I got. I can't believe I left this stuff out. This is right off because this stuff actually really benefits me. So I take sea moss, black seed oil. I take ashwagandha and I take ginger. I take plenty of ginger. Um, Shilajit. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Rodi, Rhodiola rosea. My hair's a bit weird right now. And I take Panax ginseng. I don't even think that's how you pronounce it, but this stuff right here. I don't even know if you can read it, but it's good stuff. If you need to, if you want to truly find out what it is, just go back in the video and just have a listen to it again. And I take fish oil, so just omega 3, 6, and 9s. But like I said, the most important thing is Monster. Never forget your Monster before a workout. Very important. I don't know how people go do their workout and they have no caffeine, bro. I swear they're like another. That's just another level. That's another level of. I don't give a fuck. Like seriously. Anyway, I drink 8 cups. I drink 8 glasses of water minimum before I hit the gym. Because I feel like when you're dehydrated, obviously you're low on energy, and for creatine you got to be drinking a lot of water too. Um, Before I work out, I especially like deadlifts, squats, especially squats and deadlifts, um, and bench press, 100%. I have these stretching routines for all three of them. So like when I do bench press, for example, I grab the cable and I warm up my rear delts. Make sure you warm up your rear delts and get like a band and stretch out your chest. Do that for like 5 minutes. There'll be a drastic change in the way you lift. If you don't do that, you're gonna you're gonna feel stiff. You're gonna not gonna generate as much power in your upper body when you bench. And just make sure you push your scapula back because some people bench right, they don't push their scapula back, and when you don't do that, you're leaving like a couple of inches more in range of motion, and it's a lot harder on your shoulder. You're bound to get a shoulder injury. So just make sure you push that scapula back and warm up your entire body. And for squats and deadlifts, usually at the end of my workouts, I do uh, I do regular stretching. So like hamstring stretching, stretch my hips. But before, I forgot what it's called. I'm not like a scientist or anything right now. But basically, just move your legs around and just warm up your legs. Even do like body weight squats first, obviously, and just get yourself warmed up before you get heavy. Well, that's basically the video. But basically, the reason why I haven't been deadlifting is because I've changed the way I've trained. I'm sort of focusing more on hypertrophy right now, focusing on building this leg up equal to this leg, which is very close to becoming already because it's been that long. It's good enough for me to go back and deadlift again. Um, But I feel like for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to still continue hypertrophy for now. I believe I'm going to go back to squats. But yeah, it was all for a muscle imbalance. I hope you liked the video. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.